Shout out to Steve, big homie.
That's Bates' name.
Yeah, that
Oh
is
yeah,
Bates.
Steven.
Steven
I
the
think I
Bait.
see that. See
Yeah.
that in the Facebook recommended people. Yeah. Shout out to that guy though. I met him one time, and he was very nice.
He's
And I
he's
was
a
really
big
happy
sweetheart.
that
That's
we
for
had
sure.
good games. Yeah. There's some stereotypes. Luigi players either really, really weird, awkward people, or extremely charismatic, handsome chads.
Like Eddy Mexico.
And the Bates, indeed. So, yeah.
So hopping in here, we got Beezy versus Eddy Mexico. Eddy Mexico, of course, rocking the signature Luigi into the Marth matchup, which is definitely a tough one. Marth's sword definitely has a really good utility in stopping a lot of Luigi's movement before it gets started. So we'll have to see how oh my god, how Eddy Mexico can mix up their timings and get in on this sword guy.
Yeah, so I met Beezy at Battle of BC. I believe Beezy is from Alberta, or maybe it was like Saskatchewan. You know, one of the ones that isn't counter hit. Yeah, reversals are so big because that's like a 2-sock swing right there. But anyway, yeah, Beezy, I'd say most famous result was actually total dumpstering of 2-Saint at Battle of BC last year.
Wow.
It was like 2-3 stocks if I recall. It was like not remotely close. Oh.
So Beezy's got the sauce against the floaty guys. That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah, I think Beezy is the best player in their province, but not from a very well known part of Canada. So yeah, I think it was Saskatchewan.
Finds the 1 and 7, and we are back in center stage.
Oh, okay. Do you think Eddy meant to just fireball on the platform?
I always like to give Eddy the benefit of the doubt. Like if he goes for something, he's trying to edge cancel it. If he's trying to mix up his timings, okay, I like the roll into the Marth killer, but
what? Interesting. Not how that's supposed to work out.
Yeah, I think does Luigi, do you have to hold like diagonals or go straight back?
I don't know. Also, some Marth players have told me if they do like a pixel perfect recovery, then it just beats the Marth killer. But then like maybe you could fast or something. I don't know. I try to stay away from that stuff just because I don't understand it fully. Frankly.
Oh, we got the Tex.
Yeah, that was pretty scary because like Luigi's side B is so laggy that like I wouldn't think that tech side B with the wall jump would be a really reliable way to recover.
Yeah, Beezy making me a believer really quick. Kind of hasn't allowed Eddy to win neutral hardly at all. Probably a 90% neutral win rate. But of course, Eddy the beneficiary of that huge stock swing on the counter hit off stage. But really hasn't been able to get anything started. Beezy just locked and loaded. Absolute Iron Fortress with this sword here.
Yeah, so that was the only kill.
Hold on!
Zane?
Oh, hey, hello!
2018 Zane? So there definitely have been some Luigi's. Oh, that was.
That should have hit. I don't know. That almost hit.
I think that Curve was probably the most famous Luigi for whining about Marth a lot. So there's definitely been some people who have said that this is a really atrocious matchup, but I talked to Eddy and I think he said this is like the 3rd worst or something. So, not one that I think you'd be hear Eddy complaining much.
I think Falco and Sheik are definitely also up there. But Eddy's not too much of a complainer, so I'm thinking he's probably mentally prepared for game 2. Looking for some ways to break through the armor here, and hopefully we'll be able to take some data in and make the set a little bit, take the set the distance, and maybe claim it a game 4, game 5.
Something you can say about Eddy for sure is that like his mental fortitude. Oh my god, that killed. He has top tier mental fortitude. His mental game, like, I don't think he's ever lost a set because of his mental game from what I've seen.
Yeah. Every time I watch him stream, he's outrageously positive. He could be getting SK92 versus Luigi Kid lasered by Falco, and he could be smiling and giggling about it. I'm like, but you know, it's outrageous to see like how positive this guy is, and it's definitely something that a lot of up-and-coming players should look to Eddy as an example to keep that skill in their back pocket. That's definitely something you can work on, whether that's meditation, whether that's calming music, whether that's finding a grounding point, which I know a lot of, I played a lot of volleyball in college, and a lot of people before they serve will, even when they're doing their warm-ups, will find a spot on a wall or on the benches or a specific person's shirt, and they'll use that as their mental reset spot. And I know that some fighting game players have done some things that are similar.
Personally, my grounding point is a nice old Corona or IPA. You know, that tends to get me nice, calm, happy. Oh, Shoryuken! something, you know, with a mid-tier especially though, like, Eddy seems so dedicated to Luigi. If he had like an ounce of complaining, negativity, bad juju in his body, you know, we probably see him flirting with the idea of switching, considering how long he's played this character. But no, never seems to feel like self-pitying about his choice.
Yeah, definitely is. He loves his character. He has the photo on the wall. He's got the hat. He's got the overlay. He loves Luigi, and Luigi's fun, man. The plumbers are objectively fun to play. The inverse of that is not a lot of people enjoy playing against the plumbers. So,
Indeed.
But those
Don't
people
forget
then
that Facebook picture he has either doing the deadly waiter, the forward smash over the, I don't know where it is, Yosemite, Grand Canyon, some really nice looking place.
Yeah.
All right, so Dreamland seems like, you know, just generally. Oh, I'm jumping on Beezy. Long there. Oh, nice. Nice quick up air or up B rather. Oh, and then refresh.
Spot, yeah.
Yeah, so Marth's sword doesn't like cover that well, like above it. So if you can refresh, like coming down like a little bit behind it or so, that's a really good way to ledge hog Marth like after up B or towards the
you'll see Foxes and Falcos do that, like kind of jumping like 45 degrees northwest in order to cover that sword. Definitely a good interpretation of there from good interpretation there from Luigi as well. I'll get that forward air out of shield, get some pressure building, but Beezy trying to claim this stock disadvantage. Cyclone, I swear that move always hits if you're a Luigi main.
Yeah, a really good idea against that move if you can is just to crouch cancel it, even the second hit. It has so much end lag, you can like basically set up for whatever you want after the CC.
Never thought about that way. But we'll find the tipper up tilt and send us to a 2-stock-2 situation. And this is definitely the brutal counter pick against Marth, and Beezy making it look not so shabby right now.
Yeah, it seems like no matter what character is playing against Marth, they usually just like playing against Marth in Dreamland because his sword doesn't cover the platform so well as like his kill setups aren't as just at the same time.
Just kind of attacking on the way down on Luigi Clash, get Beezy there to eat it up.
Oh. Luigi does have like a pretty good spot dodge and a really long roll, and Marth can sometimes struggle as you see like against Sheik with those scrappy options. Possibly needs to maintain spacing. Okay. Ooh. Oh
yeah,
no, there we go.
Marth killer. I don't know what's going on with these Marth killers, but Eddy definitely moving and grooving. You love those max length wave dashes. 2 F tilts set up that situation. And a there off the side won't quite do it. It was coast to coast, on the ledge, off the ledge, and that's gonna do it. Stock advantage here.
Over 100 there makes it so that your ledge get up option will occupy the ledge for much longer. So really good against Marth to be over 100 to leverage that. Spacing.
Yeah, does find that big monster tip, and here we go. Last stock here, game 2. Saskatchewan's #1 potentially could bring us to a 2 game lead.
Yeah, this is probably the most important stock of the set, really, because like if you know Eddy goes down 2-0, that's gonna be super rough, and like if Eddy's even gonna need to win, you gotta close it out, and like. You know, this is Eddy's counter pick, Eddy's best counter pick, so like, you're not gonna do better than this on another stage, most likely.
We're gonna go ahead and see if we can get this chase on the top platform. Not quite. Looking for one big neutral win, and this juggle's started to top. What the trade?
Oh, ouch! Yeah, not
no
good
yum.
There. Ouch.
No yum.
Yeah, you know, that's definitely something that like good Luigis are just so good at timing their moves on the descent because like the character is so floaty, he'll be up there for so long. So being precise about your sharking is super important against Luigi to make sure you don't get trades like that.
All right, and here we go. We got 1-1 in the game count here.
Yeah, sometimes like veteran players will be known to have better adaptation. But Beezy looks really solid to me. I'm not exactly sure if there's any like big adjustments Eddy could make besides maybe getting kills better toward the ledge, offstage stuff.
I think some of the edge guarding flowcharts need a little bit more refinement. I think the Marth killer is just not working out too well. But yeah, it's definitely especially established top players who have been playing for a long time. I'll never forget I was playing House of Pain, I think 18 or 19, and I had to play Kells as my I think winners finals out of pools. And I 0-to-death in stock 1, and I think I won neutral a total of 2 times the rest of the set. So Kelly Smith straight up rolled me, and Chicago was laughing at me the entire time. They're like, "Hey, nice stock, bro." I'm like, "All right, thanks, guys."
Oh, nice jump read by Eddy. Eddy's a monster at reading jumps, I've noticed over the years. That said, from Beezy's point of view here, sometimes if you like lose a game and you feel like it was kind of a fluke, it can really help you zone in. Almost what you were saying with Kells in that stock, a nice recovery. Where like, I think Kells probably just needed to get beat up for one stock to get zoned in. Oh, falling back here, great stuff.
And then I think
yeah, that can trigger somebody to just zone in if if something goes wrong even. Oh.
And I think a lot of up-and-coming players tend to lean on one or two strategies in order to kind of carry them through their come-up phase. So like, okay, they'll get really good at one or two things in order to beat their mid-level players and get to like their high PR level. But the second they start playing against players who know how to adapt and play 6, 7, 8, 9 different strategies, it really only takes a top player 1 or 2 stocks to realize what you're leaning on. And in my example, Kells learned I like to mix up float cancel nair into jab or grab, and the second he stopped getting hit by that, it was over. So
yeah, so something we've seen from Eddy this game is using like ledge drop aerials where you just fall from ledge with like back air and stuff. Been pretty effective. So Beezy will have to have good discretion about doing these quick up Bs to get around those. Also, oh, nice shot stab. You know, Luigi can wave dash or wave land off the ledge and then like do a back air with a really deep fastball. That can be another good way to call out Marth going really low, which covers a similar angle to that ledge drop back air.
Yeah, you're just looking to get out of this crouch cancel percent. It's pretty brutal. A lot of the uncrouch cancelable options are very committal at this stage, and if Beezy can shout a max waveland into down smash and catch that with a down tilt, it's looking really rough. So Eddy's taking a lot of chip damage throughout his neutral interactions, and an F smash chase down will set out. No jump here. Potentially be able to end the stock and the tip on the way out. Nice. Tip your waiters, ladies and gentlemen. That's a stock.
So, I mean, looking like a really competitive set. Oh, yeah, right there. Really smart recovery by Beezy, not like making it obvious how to counter it. No, like scrubby side beat to punish or anything.
And Beezy trying to find one more big swing, and the jungle starts. Not quite. Eddy doing a lot of great recovery mix-ups, utilizing that air dodge.
Yeah, Beezy doing a good job of maintaining neutral and disengaging after like, like when the jungle wasn't forthcoming. Oh, little empty pivot there. Getting cute.
No.
One more chance.
Dude. Oh, we're attacking. We're trying to go for a third.
Oh.
And up tilt to go.
Nice turn on up tilt getting that tipper hitbox. Yeah, I think if Beezy even like calls out that that side B recovery quicker next time, it's gonna look even worse for Eddy. Because Eddy's lived both times he did that wall jump tech side B. That said, if you get a misfire, that could be just be a kill for you.
Beezy currently up 2-1 against West Coast #1 seed and CG's own Eddy Mexico. Gonna have to see how and what's our option here? Moving into the second counter pick for Eddy. Where would you go?
It's hard to say. I think that something with a top platform is probably good. I would say Battlefield, because it makes it harder for Marth to shark, whereas like on Stadium and FD will be easy to get down with. Yeah, so he does go to Battlefield. But honestly, I don't think it's like that helpful. I think that Dreamland was like the one really big counter pick, and this is like just the best of what's left. Counters.
Alright, getting the tech chase going. Looking like a young Logan. Just absolutely ate up that drift away. Full committed on that mid-hit border. That was crazy.
Yeah, that was awesome. Nice to see the patience pay out there too, because like even when Beezy wasn't totally solid in the tech chase, he managed to get a bait on, I think it was a spot touch or get up attack, and then still managed to close it out.
Ooh, great refresh from Eddy. Should just grab the ledge, but Beezy with the early up B. Crouch canceled into the F smash. Yeah, what's called the deadly waiter? It's called the F
deadly
smash.
Waiter. Deadly waiter indeed.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I was Luigi for Halloween one year. Got me a picture of my Game & Watch buddy doing the deadly waiter.
Yes, sir.
That was lit. Alright, so yeah, I just feel like Beezy's looking really solid. You can see Beezy's fundamentals are really there. Occasionally, like in some situations, things don't go perfectly like that up B. But yeah, see, Beezy's ready to shark. Beezy's ready to just like play neutral, has slick movement. So yeah, Eddy's gonna have to really find his way in. It's hard against a solid Marth. Wow.
That side B mix-up on the down throw to stop the counter punch was really interesting. I'm gonna have to lab that later. That could be
yeah.
an interesting counterplay.
Little sauce from Beezy here. I do think Beezy feeling himself a little bit hard, so that could be a way to throw if you start getting too cute. But still looking super good.
Oh, no jump, no jump, no jump! You were saying it.
Yeah. See these situations. Oh. Okay. There's that falling back air. Yep. Great stuff. Oh. Yeah, you know, that's a tried and true Marth thing, you know, like more run through away dash through forward smash. That'll always work as far as I could tell. Like, meaning not 100% of the time, but like there will never be a timer.
Oh, we're gonna find that dash up F smash. Cleans up the stock. Last stock potentially here for Eddy's winner's side tournament.
Oh, S-up spacing, that's big. That's what Marth like can't afford to do in any matchup. Ew. If Eddy could get like some fatter ledge dashes, that could also be a really helpful way to play out of the corner. Because playing it in the corner against Marth, if you can't use legend into really well, is a nightmare. Okay.
Goes for the Marth killer again, but yes, had to angle it down. That was so smart.
Yeah, aerial up B doesn't quite finish though. A lot weaker than the ground up B. No jump on Eddy, I believe.
Oh, the single hit there.
I don't know if that was better than a different combo, but it was cool. Oh, no jump on Eddy. Down B has so much end lag. Okay, Eddy living. Beezy not able to time these downers perfectly.
Put a down tilt yet on the mistech, but Eddy, true Luigi man, finds the misfire back.
Oh, wow, jump up B as a punish for hitting the shield. That's really awesome. Oh, dunked.
And that's going to do a pretty substantial upset, I would say. Beezy 3-1 over Eddy Mexico. I've been keeping an eye on the chat. Looks like some Canadian residents talking about Beezy's lifelong storied dominance against floaty characters in Super Smash Bros. Melee. So you have to see that maybe this isn't the biggest upset we've ever seen. But definitely one for the record book so far. 1 seed falls in winter semi.